Yay.
Just waiting to see if chat wants to join us. If there's anyone left that cares. BC, just so you know, we're going to be talking about the podcast in general later, what we want to do since our views are so far down. Because
Okay.
Destiny's in a bad spot right now, and nothing's going to happen better until December. So we're going to talk about going on hiatus or doing a different subject. I enjoy doing the podcast with you guys. I really do. I look forward to it every week. It's not really work. It's fun for me to organize everything, but it's been difficult tracking people down. Not only to be a guest, but to be a host, to show up. VA's sick. I wish her the best of luck. She's got a throat thing going on. I'm better her than me, but hopefully she'll be okay for next week. And she's talking about maybe not being able to be available in the future. And BC, you're finally back after a hiatus of about a month. So welcome back. We appreciate it.
Yes, yes.
And I wouldn't mind making Weld a full-time host, but he's in a raid right now, so I can't even ask him. So we're just going to see if anyone in chat shows up. If anyone in chat we know and not like, but just know that they've been host or guest before, I'll invite them to join us so their voice can be heard. But we're currently at 38 views from last week's podcast. That is over half of what it normally is. We were averaging 104 just on my channel. So I don't know if I want to waste everyone's time and stress and for 38 views a week until December. And then come January, back to 38 until February hits, and then we're going to have 100, 150. When the Witch Queen hits. Or you can put that whipped cream on your ice cream. But it's a group choice. I'm not pulling the plug by any means. I asked Mouth about doing Screwing Around, a After Dark podcast. She doesn't want to start anything fun right now because she's going through a tough time. And she doesn't think she can bring the energy to something fun. So she wants to wait. So I wouldn't mind retooling our podcast on Mondays to Screwing Around, a After Dark podcast for a month and a half. And then when Mouth gets in a good spot, she's welcome to take it over as host. And I'll be a co-host if she wants. I'll stream it on my channel. But I mean, it's just, I just want to have fun. I just, it's not a lot of things in life that are fun anymore. Doing a podcast with my friends. I mean, when's the last time you didn't laugh during one of my podcasts? Everyone cracks up. I made Weld spit orange juice on his TV last week. I called Gandhi a pussy.
Funny.
And he spit orange juice on his monitor.
You called who or what?
You didn't listen to the podcast last week. That's why we only have 38 views, BC. You can listen to it while you work.
I did not know. I can't. I'm dealing with training.
Okay. Well, we were talking over the stats, and for the first 29 podcasts, we had 179 likes. But what was more important than that, or more impressive, was we only had 3 dislikes. And people are going, "Oh wow!" I go, "Yeah, those people you cannot please. Those 3 people, no matter what you do, you cannot make them happy." I went Mother Teresa, overrated. Gandhi, pussy. And then Weld did a spit take. You can't drop stuff like that when I have a mouthful of orange juice. I'm sure there was vodka in that too, but you didn't mention that.
That was funny.
It was.
Sorry, I'm digging through a candy bag.
Noble. Another thing I wanted to talk to everybody about. We had 5 people on the podcast. We had at least 4 or 5 in chat, and we got 4 likes last week. So you're saying that you were on the podcast, but you didn't like it?
No, I didn't. I haven't been there yet.
It wasn't me.
Still got a chance. I offered last week, BC, you don't know this, I offered payment for likes and subscribers. I said every like over 10, I will give $5 to St. Jude's, and every new subscriber, I will give St. Jude's 10. You know how much it's cost me? Nothing.
0?
Absolutely nothing.
Speaking of, I did hear the podcast, what was that, 2 weeks ago, where you said you started it out by saying it's official. My segment makes the podcast run longer. Thanks.
I think it came from me and Mouth. We kind of like bounced off each other a little bit. But
you were the one who said it's official.
It's official. Okay, now here's the stats. The podcast before that, when you were on, went 1 hour and 19 minutes. The one that you were not on, I replaced you with someone. I think it was TDS. We're at 45 minutes, and we had to stretch it. Not saying that anything you say was bad. I believe I said in that statement that you're a very smart guy and you're very funny. It's just some of your thoughts take a little longer to form, and that's fine. I wasn't complaining by any means. And Mouth agreed. She's like, "Yeah, you're a little methodical." I'm like, "That's all right." I would rather have you take 30 seconds for a good answer than take 2 seconds for a bad one. You know. It's how you do something. How you're. Hey, Rogue Force is here. That's one in chat. We'll start any minute now. I don't know what we're gonna do. BC, since you're the interviewer, I want you to have a segment. Do you want to ask Junkie and me a couple of questions, and you answer the same ones? And then we'll go into the Halloween trivia. I'll do top 3 in honor of VA Witch, who's the one person on this podcast that has a Halloween name for our Halloween special, and she's not here. And I got a bunch of shady questions, and then we can just talk about other things, and go from there. But I don't want this to be a half-hour podcast. I want it to try to hit the hour. So by all means, now BC, see, now I want to play to your strengths, and I want you to stretch it out for me. That works.
Be careful what you wish for.
You know, I did write a theme song for this podcast, but I am not going to sing it. I did. It's who's familiar with Dude Perfect? Raise your hand. They do a overtime segment on their channel. They get 10 million. They have 10 million subscribers. They do live tours. But they have a overtime segment where they do different segments like we do, and their opening theme song's really funny. It's just their names. So this is the gist. VABC Junkie Shady, 4 Guardians and a Guest, and then you do it again, and then now it's time for 4 Guardians and a Guest. And that's what I came up with. That's the best I could do. And if you get Weld on a guitar and singing it, that would actually sound good.
Well, I ain't singing it. Not if you want to sound. I can tell you what a cat getting strangled sounds like.
Well, I'm nails on a chalkboard. BC, you got some pipes? How about Mouth? Does it Kate Mouth sing? She does karaoke, doesn't she?
Yeah, she sings.
Just not country.
I don't know. She might sing a country song here or there, too.
All right, let's get rolling. What the hell? What are we waiting for? Okay, see, 4 Guardians and a Guest, episode 34, happening in 5, 4, 3, 2. Alrighty then, guess who is back? Hello and welcome to a Destiny Community Podcast, 4 Guardians and a Guest, episode 34, the Halloween edition. Ooh. I am your host, Shady Vale. I'd like to welcome my co-host I got here. I've got Star Wars Junkie.
Hello.
Okay, she thinks she's British now. You in costume? Is that what it is? Okay, and
Absolutely.
And as always, thank God he's back from a hiatus. BC, how you doing?
Yay!
You know, that's so simple, it's genius. It really is. Okay, we do not have a guest tonight. Apparently everyone's out trick-or-treating a little bit early, but I get that. Chat, we have Rogue Force. Hi back at you. You are king of chat, so you have to comment on everything we say for the next hour. Just no pressure. Okay, coming up.
Typing.
Yeah, start typing fast. Coming up, we have some shady questions. We do not have a guest interview. We have a host interview. by the Master BC. We have the top three. I'm going to do in honor of VA Witch, who could not be here because of an illness. Hopefully she gets better. We have some Halloween trivia that's going to be tied into sci-fi, I think. And we have the third degree, where every one person in chat gets to ask us a question if they get there. But first, we are still sponsored by Anchor. They have not given up on us yet. Anchor is a app you download to your phone or desktop, and they put your podcast all over the internet. Great guys over there, so everyone check out Anchor.fm. Now, Project Little Light, the fundraiser for St. Jude. All of us Guardians are going to understand this sentence. We are going to sunset Project Little Light for now. We have not made much progress in the last 2 months, so rather than talking about it every week and having no one respond, we're just going to sunset it and maybe bring it back at a later date when we get some more views. But that's okay.
We may turn around and pull a bungee and sunset the sunset. Oh,
Might, yeah. You get enough complaints, you got to bring it back. I mean, don't call it a comeback, right? Okay. Here is the segment, it should be a guest interview, but everyone's busy today. We had some bites, but they couldn't pull it off. I'm happy that we still got some people here, though. We have some invitations out there, so if somebody shows up in chat, we'll just bring them right on the show. So, BC, this is the host interview section, and guess what? You're a host.
Beer, beer.
No pressure.
None whatsoever. Okay, well, thank you very much for that intro. It's nice to be back. Life is life, and life takes away from fun sometimes. It sucks. However, so I guess I get to ask people questions, and this is going to be fun.
Oh boy.
You got Junkie, you got me, and you got Rogue in chat. So I mean, fire away.
They're like freestyle questions. It's like freestyle rap, only with questions.
Oh, you got this.
Right.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited at the same time.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be too hard. Of course, we can go in this. So, we're doing a Halloween special. We're doing Festival of the Lost. Have you actually played Festival of the Lost, and have you completed Festival of the Lost? And we'll start with Shady.
Okay, well, Junkie doesn't play Destiny, nor does Rogue, so it's all me. Actually,
then they can answer no.
Yeah, they can. Or they can make up something funny. I was just talking to Junkie about this earlier because we were talking about Halloween specials and things, and they said, well, Destiny doesn't do Halloween, but it's Festival of the Lost. But it is Halloween because we got masks we wear, we go around collecting candy, and we have haunted lost sectors to complete. But you know what? She's like, well, why isn't everybody on playing now? I go, it's not that great. I mean, you need 1,300 pieces of candy to get a legendary gift bag from what's her face, and it's always, I've gotten 7. It's all garbage, 100% all garbage. I have no incentive to go get another bag from Ava to get one more piece of garbage. Bungie doesn't understand that if you give someone garbage, if you give them a lot of garbage, guess what? You know what? It's still garbage. It doesn't change. It's not like you get a ton of garbage and get something good out of it. So there's really no incentive at all for me to play Festival of the Lost, but I still do because I'm working on personal accomplishments. So, Bungie, I'm not doing it because of you, doing it because of me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
BC, are you playing it at all? I mean, you don't have a lot of free time.
I do not have a lot of free time.
Well, you're not missing anything. I mean, you're really not missing anything. and I'm in the tower if you want to join me, just an FYI.
Okay. I've gotten on. I've played it a little to get it started, but that was kind of it. I do, even with everything that's going on, I still try to get on and play with TARDIS. So usually a Friday or a Saturday, if I can find some time, I hop on because that is father-son time.
Sure.
This weekend we played Trials. We did, and that's another thing. Like when I do get on, because my time is so limited, I usually get on with him, and he wants to play Trials. So all weekend we played Trials. We didn't really play too much of anything else. We played Trials pretty much all weekend.
I saw you guys were on this weekend, but you were doing trials, so I wasn't going to even throw your party.
I mean, you could have.
Yeah, just to say hi, but I mean, I don't want to be talking to you guys while you're doing trials, and you need to concentrate.
I mean, really? I mean, really? I mean, really?
I'm just trying to find places in the tower that have like spider webs and decoration stuff so I can get my Halloween.
Go to the
emotes.
ghost room.
Where's the ghost? Oh, come find me and take me to the ghost room.
Okay.
There's a ghost room?
Yeah, there's a ghost room.
They do. Bungie does do some good things. They do a different decorations for the Festival of the Lost every year. It's similar, but they actually do a decent job. They take it to heart. For only a 3-week event, they do a lot of detail for only a 3-week event.
Yeah, but they put the detail in the wrong place. Don't get me wrong, I like looking at the tower, it's great, but if they put the detail in the other stuff, that would make it more fun so people wouldn't, I don't know, stop playing.
I've done one haunted sector. One. I've done one, just to see what it was like, and I wasn't impressed.
This way, Shady.
Following you. I'm following that booty anywhere. If Selena would ever watch this,
yeah,
she would shut up.
Yep, because, yep. See, look, there's my booty. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
you're a warlock too. She was a warlock when I made that comment. She called me out on it, like I was some kind of sexist. Like we're avatars, you know. I'm not gonna grope you. I can't. If there was a grope button, I might explore that, but there's not. Where are we going? I
Crouch.
don't even know if this existed. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's awesome.
It's the ghost room. Anyway,
Cool.
we were asking questions. Star Wars. So Shady ruined the first part of the question because you don't play Destiny, which I knew, but I was hoping it would lead into extra stuff. So I play a cell phone game that's getting ready to start a Halloween thing, and I know you play games and do other things, just not Destiny. Is there a game that you play that is going through a Halloween event that you enjoy?
Actually, yeah. I play the Scrabble online, and there's actually a huge contest going on right now where I've got to beat all the classic monsters.
Okay, so you're
And
going
they
up
are-
against the Wolfman Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. For those who don't know,
Yes, thank you for saying that.
not Frankenstein.
And his bride, and Dracula, and the Mummy. Yeah, I know it sounds really lame, but it's actually really hard. And there's an adventure that you have to go through. And each adventure level is a harder and harder puzzle that you have to solve with limited numbers of tiles. It's hard as crap. And also, I was talking to Shady about it. So I used to play RuneScape, and that's kind of what I'm comparing, my thought process to the Destiny Festival of the Lost, because RuneScape used to be really big on the holidays, and I know I used to love the decorations and the goodies that you could get. So I guess that's kind of what I'm mentally comparing it to. So
Okay.
that's why I was wondering. I was like, well, I enjoyed playing RuneScape when it was the holiday things, even though there wasn't a major thing. It was still fun.
There's a lot of games out there that I look at and go, why is this popular? Why is Minecraft the most popular game ever? I don't understand the concept that Minecraft is fun.
It gives me a headache with my old people vision or something.
Mindscape just reminds me of an unfinished game. Same thing with Roblox and like all
Oh,
those blocky style games. Now, Mindscape is probably the sorry, Minecraft is probably the worst, but they just really feel like unfinished games. It's like, we don't feel like texturing anything or putting any curves in. It's really easy to make straight lines. So here,
yes, thank you. It's like, here, we're gonna try less hard, and you're gonna work harder and give us more.
we're not going to build any maps for you. You just go ahead and do that yourself.
You just do your thing. Oh my gosh. Ugh, it gives me a headache.
Yeah,
All those blocks and they're like
we're gonna
blurry
hand
blocks.
you a crayon and a blank piece of paper. Enjoy the game.
Yes. I'm
Maybe
pretty
that's why
sure there was a
everybody
6-year-old.
likes it.
Yeah.
It's like
Pretty sure there was a
it's digital
6-year-old.
Legos. That's what it is.
No.
It's digital Legos.
Yeah. No. Legos are cool.
Digital
Minecraft.
Lincoln Logs.
Yeah. Lincoln Logs.
That better?
Hey. I like Lincoln Logs. I'm
We're
good
gonna
with that.
isolate our audience. We keep be going old school with Lincoln Logs.
The real wood ones, not the
Right.
plastic looking ones.
No, the wooden ones. Oh yeah, you could build the hell out of a fence with those things, man. You could build a fence that a mouse couldn't get through. You could build a fence.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I need to go to the stream and check what Rogue is saying because Rogue is going to get the same question. Since Rogue doesn't play Destiny, is there another game that you play that's doing a Halloween event that you like?
Oh
Okay,
gosh.
well, Rogue is standing up on the soapbox for Minecraft, and he's
I knew he
calling
was gonna.
us out. How dare you? Minecraft is awesome.
Yeah, if you're cross-eyed and 5,
I've only
just
seen
saying.
one Minecraft video that I liked, and someone built something, and somebody burned it down, and it was funny as hell. I think it was on the Hey Ash, what you playing YouTube video. Hey Ash, what you're playing is the writer dude for Borderlands 2 and the voice of Tiny Tina, his sister. They do a whole series of amazing videos that are hilarious. They're like 2 minutes long, but they're hilarious. So when you get a chance, go find Hey Ash, what you playing, and it goes by the acronym sometimes. You will laugh your butt off. They're geniuses. But yeah, I think the brother made a huge Minecraft room, and the sister burned it down.
I'd probably do that.
My brother cut all of my Barbie's hair off.
Rogue said, "I've been playing for years." Wow, years? Yeah, I've been playing Destiny for 7 years.
Yeah. You
You-
can't say years,
You.
bro.
Okay. So my cell phone game, I don't know how I got stuck playing this game. I downloaded it just for S&Gs, and I can't really do anything in it. But I've logged in like 60 something days in a row. It's literally bathroom time. Like, so I do as much on it as
You
I
need
go
more
to the
fiber in
bathroom.
your life.
So, and that's literally what I do. I know I used to do that with Candy Crush, but Candy Crush got to a point where it was just boring, and so this one hasn't gotten boring yet. It's State of Survival, and it's got Daryl from The Walking Dead in it. It's a zombie killing game.
Nice.
Oh, I seen that one.
I'm not a zombie fan, but you don't go down on Candy Crush. So when the power's out and you have no PlayStation and you have no internet on your phone, Candy Crush can save your life. It stops you from reading. It's like the last barrier from actually having to read something.
I'd probably prefer to read in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, we can agree to disagree. It's fine.
Yeah. I like my books.
It's
When
been a while.
there's no power, it's tough to see the pages.
Use your
But that's
phone
what you have
for
a
light.
vehicle for.
Use your phone for light.
I
You
should
should have
set my
flashlights.
bed on
Or,
fire so I can see the book.
there you go. That would be really good. I have candles. You just light candles and read a book. Old
All
school
right,
style.
we need somebody besides Rogue to be in chat. He's fading away. I have been too many years, and they're both TOTO.
See, that's what Minecraft does to you. It turns your brain into a block.
It makes you stupid.
From living with him, I know.
Now be careful, Junkie. Be careful. Your son is young, but when you're 75, you may be sleeping on his couch in the basement.
I'm not going to make
somewhere.
it to 75.
All right, 45.
His
One of my
couch
kids is
going to
make sure I'm gone
Minecraft
before
couch. He's going to make sure that he has.
He'll be sitting on the same couch you're sleeping, playing Minecraft.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to have a Minecraft couch or something just waiting for her.
Minecraft sheets for you to sleep in.
You don't have to go to.
They'll be all
You
black.
don't have to go to the home. You don't have to go to the old folks' home. Come here. We've got a Minecraft room for you.
Yeah.
All right, Rogue is
That'd
liking
be
this
great with
conversation
my
way too
dementia.
much because it's all about him.
Oh my god.
All right, any more questions, BC? Because you're doing a good job. This is why I just gave you the ball and said run, and you're like jumping over tacklers and spinning and juking, and you're in the end zone spinning the ball on the ground right now.
I'm pulling a Jerry Maguire.
You are? You're
Just
awesome.
gonna spin.
That's why you're on my podcast. I know how to pick them. My geniuses, I surround myself with smarter people than me, and that's not that hard.
Okay, so along with this, Halloween. You know what's coming after Halloween. So there's the Thanksgiving, but this is the beginning of the season for if people don't pre-shop. This is the beginning of the season for people to start looking for Christmas stuff. So, have you guys figured out what you're doing for your special loved ones for Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas or if you do gifts or something like that? Or are you kind of like me and like, I'll wait a little while? Let's go with the mom.
Oh, I am the worst example ever. So I average all of the presents being bought 2 days before Christmas.
I thought I was bad.
Yeah, so I work really great under pressure. And usually what happens if I pre-buy, and there's definitely air quotes there, it's like, oh, hey, you've got an A+. Here's a gift.
Ah,
it's
you're one
birthday.
of those.
Yeah. And then when I get to the Christmas season, I'm like, oh, well, crap, there goes the...
I gave away all the presents already.
What the heck am I going to do now?
You can't
And,
put them under the tree because you want to give them to them so they can open them before the time. It's more of a hassle for you.
Listen, and I can't even ask for help. So, like, my oldest, she's 21 years old. She can't keep a secret to save her life. She literally told every kid what they were getting. I was like, you can keep a secret, right? Yeah. Nope, every kid knew everything they were getting. I'm like, well, crap. That's why she got a tote full of laundry soap. Just
I
saying.
like the practical gifts. I've been, like, for my birthday, somebody gave me, like, dish detergent. I wanted to hug them. Like, thank you so much. This is awesome.
Yeah, I do that.
Thanks
It's
for
called
spending
care
$2.49
packages.
on this bottle. I can do dishes. Thank you.
Well,
It's called the
Shady,
dollar aisle.
Shady, you're next. I know your daughter has made you a grandfather. So, are you skipping the daughter and going to spoil rotten your granddaughter, or how's that going for you?
I actually have 4 kids
Well,
that are all over 18.
I apologize.
And
Yes.
I haven't heard from 3 of them in over 3 years. Not even a text at Christmas. Not an IM, not a card, not a flare in the sky. My daughter visits me once every 6 months. And the last time I
that's
saw
the
my
one that gets the
granddaughter,
presents.
she was 3 months old, and she turned 1 about 2 weeks ago. So I haven't seen her in 9 months.
Aw.
So you have to earn your present. You have to stay in contact with Dad if you want to be rewarded. So actually, I live with my mother. I will get her something she likes. This has been a challenge for me for years. There's a perfume that she loves. It's called Vanilla Fields. It's been discontinued for about 8
I know
years.
that perfume.
It's been discontinued. Finding it is like, where's Waldo? No, where's Waldo's little tiny brother? Somewhere
Yeah.
behind Waldo. So if I can get her that, she's thrilled. But actually, coming forward this Christmas, my biggest challenge is going to find a nice gift for Junkie. We work together.
Oh,
She does a lot of things for me.
oh,
What happened like a couple Tuesdays ago, Junkie?
lots of stuff.
No. What kind of
She
what
ended up
kind
in a
of
cop car again?
what kind of food
I
did you
do
eat?
not.
Oh, yeah, we forgot
okay.
about that already. Yeah, nice.
I didn't forget that.
Alright.
Okay, we're in my defense. I had a mental breakdown. All right,
Okay.
that's all I'm saying.
But clarify, it wasn't just us two. I don't want any rumors.
It was amazing, classic Italian.
I took
delicious.
Junkie and our chef, Stephanie, to a high-end 4-star restaurant and dropped $100 on dinner, and we had a good time.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it was an appreciation dinner. Nothing to do with work. We didn't talk about work. I said, no, don't talk about work. And we walked through that door, nothing about work. Let's have a good time. And we got to know each other a lot better. And I was sincere. I was happy that it happened. And I will do it again when I can.
Well, I will say, as a maybe hint, you said on occasion, your daughter checks into the podcast, so you try to make sure that you're above board. Well, here's a big hint. Hint, hint, hint. See your dad more often. Get a Christmas
Subtle,
present,
BP.
right?
Subtle.
I didn't say anything about subtle.
The thing is, with me and my daughter, she's the one person on this planet that gets me. I know exactly what to get her for a present. If I want it, I know she wants it. And she gives me gifts that I want. She has given me a dagger, a knife from like a Celtic tradition. She's given me three action figures from Borderlands that
Nice.
I see them and I start to cheer up. Like, oh my god, somebody cares. And she gets me. And she's a gamer and she understands. She's gotten me controllers in the past because she knew my one was inferior. And I'm like, wow, yeah. When I'm on your couch in the basement, when I'm 60, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will not make too much noise. What about you, BC?
Didn't we already have this conversation?
Did we?
I wait. So my son is this part he got from me, and it's infuriating. And now I know what my family has gone through with me. I don't want anything.
Ugh, you're one of those. Oh.
And that is my son. Like, he wants very little. When he needs something, we get it for him. If there's something he likes and he's earned it or he's behaved, majority of the time we get it for him. So finding something to get him is not very easy. Because he's just getting to that age where he's like, I don't want anything. I think for his birthday, what I bought him was his PlayStation, his a year-long PlayStation thing. I bought that for him so he could play Destiny, which we do together. But it was just because at that point in time there wasn't anything he wanted. I think I bought him a year-long subscription to PlayStation Plus, and I bought him a Destiny Grimoire book. And I mean, that's about the only thing. He was like, oh, so is this going to be kind of a tradition? Am I going to get a new book? Each holiday, my birthday and a holiday, I'll get a new Grimoire book. I'm like, there's not that many of them. I got one more year. That's it. That's all the books. That's all the Grimoires. I got one more year. So I don't know. And the first one is hard to find. So now, granted, maybe if I get them the first one, because since it's so hard to find, it costs a lot. I think I might have to, this one costs, a birthday and a Christmas worth of presents. So you get this. I may get you something small, but this is your big gift for the year to spread it out a little, But I got one more year if I don't do that.
Oh boy.
And then I have no idea what he wants. Because
if you want to be an absolute jerk and make me laugh, you just like make up a grimoire book, just like full of like Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, and you have to climb to the top of the tower and jump off with a parachute, and just to make up all this other crap. He would be so confused.
Dude, you know what would be great if I did some kind of like digital grimoire on YouTube and like put your little lore videos in it and like do snippets when Dim was doing lore bits.
Oh,
and,
put
like,
TARDIS fan's name in it.
Yeah,
and in the future,
his...
3,000 years into the future, someone like TARDIS fan will take control and free all the people that's been oppressed, and will kill the Dark Lord.
Take some clips from like PvP matches or something like that, and just put them in. When we're playing together, PvP or PvE matches where we're playing together, and like zoom in on him and get those clips and edit it all into.
See, everyone thinks we're such nice guys, but we can be evil too. I mean, we have that side. We know the power of the dark side, which is a great transition into the trivia from Star Wars Junkie. We know the power of the dark side.
Yes.
This is Shady's nice way of telling me to shut up.
No. Well, that was a half-hour segment, but we're doing good. I changed my LEDs to red.
Half an hour. You said you wanted the show to go to an hour.
Yeah.
I did a half an hour segment. All you got to do is a half an hour. You're welcome.
Yeah, with 4 more segments to come.
They're not going to take as long.
Junkie! We call
I don't get any discussion
Star Wars
time.
Junkie. We call her Junkie affectionately because she is a drug addict, but she's in recovery. We support her.
Really?
She loves some meth. That's all right.
Oh my gosh. I don't think so. And here I was going to take it easy on you. Oh, yeah, it's on now, Sadie.
All right, bring it on, Nucky Kong.
All right. So, this is actually really hard. It took me all week to do this. So, what famous horror villain wears a little piece of Star Trek in every movie?
Ooh, I know
it too.
I know. But it's only for the originals. You have to make that distinction. It's only for the originals.
Yeah, it's
the newer
Jason
ones
Myers,
it doesn't count. It's Michael Myers because his original mask was a William Shatner mask.
A Captain Kirk mask that was painted white.
Yes, it was one of his death masks.
It doesn't look like him though. It really doesn't.
Nope, and that's because they actually cut the eyes out wider and painted it white.
That's not fair.
Also, the original Halloweens were so low budget that the prop guys actually bought that mask at a yard sale for $1.98.
I
didn't know it was at a yard sale.
I was told it was $2, so I'm not going to argue over 2 cents.
I thought, I knew it was a William Shatner mask. I knew the prop guys bought it because they didn't have any money and they didn't know what to do with it, but I didn't know it was at a yard sale. I thought they just went, they went to like a Halloween store.
Nope, they actually got it at a rummage sale.
Nice.
I know. Michael Myers was wearing someone's other treasure trash. Depends. Somebody got rich from that $1.98.
Read some chat. Rogue Force, it says, I don't know Star Trek, and you spelled Trek really wrong.
Wow.
I mean, if you don't get that one, if you don't get that one, it's like spelling I wrong.
What's that? Treek? Star Treek?
We
Oh,
got
Treak.
we figured.
That's how we
There's
spell
no A in Star Trek.
now.
There's no I in team, and there's no A in Star Trek. Well, except for this star part that does have an A. All right,
guys
next
are terrible.
junkie.
Okay.
In between, crack hits. Go ahead.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Cocaine is a serious drug.
So, all right, I'm going to actually throw you guys a scary one because I know how you all feel about this. I'm throwing a scary curveball at you. So, what Disney horror flick is set in space and is reminiscent of Star Wars?
Disney horror flick.
Yep.
Set
I
in
didn't even know that was a
space
thing.
and reminiscent of Star Trek,
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Disney and horror is kind of rough, right?
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
didn't even know they had a
Disney
horror
has some
flick.
dark things. Snow White can be dark from a certain perspective.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of the fables and stories are actually meant to
The
be
brothers
dark.
Grimm are
The brothers
freaking
Grimm,
horror. Yeah, they're horror.
They're
horror stories.
actually horror flicks that have been twisted to make them nice.
Yeah,
I can't
like
think
Little
of
Mermaid,
I can't
she
think of a
actually
Destiny.
didn't
can't
lose
think
her
of a
voice. She had
Disney
to walk
movie.
on glass.
See?
The
That's all I'm
original
saying.
Little Mermaid. She didn't lose her voice, but in order to be with her Prince Charming, every step she took on dry land felt like she was stepping on broken glass.
Okay, let's see. Let's
I
go.
cannot
let's
think
go.
of one Disney movie that was set in space.
My issue is thinking of a Disney movie that would be considered horror.
It's hard.
In my defense, I cannot stand Disney movies. I have not seen one
See-
I've liked ever.
I can't say anything because I'm kind of a Disney trivia nerd. I love Disney trivia. I mean, I legitimately named one of my kids after a princess.
And that is why we are not married. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Besides the other 50.
I give up?
I have a white flag right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up.
Okay. In 1979, they released The Black Hole.
Never seen it. Never heard of it.
Yes,
That's
it's actually a
that's an
Disney-
amazing movie. That is an amazing
That's
movie. That's
Disney
a
horror
Disney?
flick.
Okay, now I have
Yes.
one Disney movie that I like. That movie was fantastic. It was
Black
dark.
Hole?
It was dark but meaningful and funny at times. When the robots are fighting, the ones that shooting the thingies.
Hold on. I haven't seen it. Don't go too far into it. It's called The
I
Black Hole.
I could so
Yep.
tell you the ending.
I'm
I could
so
so- I
hitting
could
Disney
so
Plus
spoil
up
her.
right now. Like,
That no, it's I mean
It's
special
called The
effects
Black
are
Hole.
below average, but the story is amazing. That was a real good movie. Nice there.
I'm so
Junkie.
going. I'm so hitting up Disney Plus and looking up The
Yep.
Black Hole.
See? And everybody gets to watch a Disney movie, so we all have something in common.
I didn't know that was Disney. That was
Yes.
really the ending of it is just makes it all work and it just wow. Okay.
Okay.
Is that all the trivia there, Junkie?
No, I actually have one more.
Really? Let's go.
Yes, so I did this one for VA. Unfortunately, she's feeling under the weather. But, you know, she has her love for Harry Potter. So,
Who doesn't?
in Harry
I mean,
Potter
come
and the
on.
Philosopher's Stone, what creature breaks into Hogwarts on Halloween night?
I don't have a love for Harry Potter. I haven't seen all of the movies, and I have not read the books.
So you're a lot of help.
So I'm gonna say the only creature I know, the basilisk.
I love the Basilisk.
That was a different movie.
Hey,
I kind of remember this. I think it was big. So I'm going to go like with some kind of an ogre or something, but I know I'm wrong. But that's the best I got.
Actually, you weren't that far off. It was a mountain troll. It broke in
Alright.
on Halloween night.
They're cousins. Ogres and mountain trolls are cousins.
Yes.
All right.
Also, the resident ghost for Hufflepuff is called Fat Friar.
Is that John Cleese?
You would think.
Or is he the guy with like half
Nope.
his head chopped off?
Nope. Nope. It's the resident ghost for Hufflepuff. Just a little. I can't even. I can't take that
It's
seriously.
okay. I'm a muggle. It's okay. I know
can't
that.
even take that seriously.
I'm a muggle.
I have a very
I-
sentimental attachment to Harry Potter. When my oldest son was 7, he took the books right away. And I read him Harry Potter every night until the next book came out. And then we kept it going until he was old enough to read them on his own. And I kept reading them on my own. So it has very sentimental value. And the books kept getting better and darker as Harry got older. And it was,
Yes.
it was genius. It was a very good series.
I have a question before we go, and I'll answer it first. Do any of you all have a Halloween tradition? Like, I have a Halloween tradition. I have to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's my Halloween tradition. I actually have gone to the theater to watch it on Halloween, and like, if I don't watch Rocky Horror Picture Show around Halloween, like, my Halloween is not complete. I know it's not a horror movie, but it is what it is. So does anybody else have like a Halloween tradition?
Yes. Yes, I do. I dance naked in the moonlight.
And the neighbors all pull their
there's
blinds
the cop
down.
ride for this year.
Boom.
There's the back of the cop car for this year.
No, it's the whole thing I do. It's where I get back into nature.
It's really, well, I take in a whole lot of information. I do know that, getting grounded like that and the moon, lots of different beliefs. The moon has power, and moonlight in water makes it moon water, which is good for blessing things and being barefoot in the ground. So, yeah, dancing around, that's nice.
I also hope it's a full moon or a very bright moon because I cannot stand my neighbor and I hope she sees my wet ass. So,
That
Okay,
almost-
so
that almost made a
Guardians
party
After
foul. I
Dark
almost
will
spit
be
out my
back
beer.
after this.
I almost spit out my beer.
All right,
it's
well,
not
hang on
orange
to it.
juice.
Hang on to it. Come on now.
What about you, Shady? Do you have a Halloween tradition?
Not now. When my kids were growing up, yes. And after they got to be teenagers and we had the division in our household, I have not had a trick-or-treater come to my door in 15 years. Either logistics, I was on the 3rd floor of a apartment building for 12 years and no one had enough effort to walk up them. But now, yeah, no one comes. But when my kids were growing up, my now ex-wife loved Halloween. It was her favorite day of the year. And she would go all out. Decorations, hay bales, just go crazy for weeks. Graveyard in the yard. And then she would take the kids trick-or-treating. So it was my job to stay home and give out candy. But what I did was grab a beer and I watched the Treehouse of Horror for The Simpsons every year.
Oh,
And
nice.
That was my job. That was
Do you
my
know
job.
what year the original Treehouse of Horror, the first one, was ever aired?
Is that the aliens?
Do you remember what it was?
It was
89.
It was 25 years ago. No, I don't remember what it was.
It was 1991.
I was 2 years off.
I know, I thought it was 89 too. Sorry. I learned a lot of trivia.
Yeah, Miss Know It All. All right.
Stupid facts.
Are you?
I think I
Yeah,
actually,
great, 'cause I got
I
lots
think
of
I
stupid-
actually won a Treehouse of Horror DVD off of a radio contest because I called in and was able to tell them the name of the three-eyed fish.
Blinky.
Nice.
Blinky. Yeah,
Blinky.
I won. I won a radio contest from that.
Show up.
And the head boss guy had to like eat it, and he spit it out, and it like crushed everything. Mr. It's not Smiller. He's the other. Burns. Mr. Burns had to eat. Yeah, he had to eat the Blinky, and he couldn't do it. Good job, Marge. Okay, are we done with trivia? So we can move on to top three.
Yeah.
Because we're 45 minutes.
Hi, VA. VA just came in the chat.
She did not.
She did.
Okay, VA, I'm doing top three this week in your honor. I am not taking your segment. I am not taking the wind out of your sails. I am honoring you by doing the top three Halloween edition Miss VA Witch, which you're the only one.
She came in just in time for her segment.
She's the only one that has a name that has to do with Halloween, and you're not here on our Halloween special. So I'm going to dedicate this to you. VA_Witch. Okay, the top three. We went green. Okay, this is for everyone in chat. This is for all the hosts. It can be male or female. I'm fine with any answer. What is the sexiest Halloween costume someone can be in? This is your opinion. There are no wrong answers. Anybody want to go first? I'm guessing Junkie.
Sure, I love being volunteer.
No, you have to say male or female, because you never know. You could say something. Okay. It could be a guy. You could say fairy, and it could be a guy. You don't know. So
just mind you, this is the chick who her tradition is to dance outside naked. I don't know.
Oh, is Eve a Halloween costume? Or Lady Godiva? Do you need a horse?
No horses.
All right, Junkie, go ahead.
All right, so I have to say the absolute top number one on my list is an elf, like male or female. I've got like this fascination with like elves. It's a whole Lord of the Rings thing.
So it's like Legolas kind of thing, or
yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're male or female. They're just really just hot. Yeah.
Okay.
We're traumatizing Rogue, by the way.
No, you're not. No, Rogue is just confused. Don't worry. Move on. That's one.
So that's the first one. The second one would have to be a legit looking cowboy with the tight jeans, because I like me some skull can burnout in the back. That just looks really hot.
A skull.
And probably the third, I know everybody's like nurse or a doctor or a teacher. Yeah, no. Been there, dressed as that, was not even close. If you dress up and you really want to be sexy, dress up as a librarian.
Ooh, with glasses?
With the glasses, though.
And like a not a mini skirt, but like a skirt down to the knees, and like you got a jacket on, so you're like hiding everything, but you just know.
Every 30 minutes to an hour, you have to take your hair down.
And with the little twist on both sides, so it falls down, or maybe even a front to back kind of thing.
See, told you. I got some good ones. I told you I was weird.
You got some good ones. Those are some good ones. But does that work for the guy for you too?
Well, we have another woman in our party now. VA has joined us.
Hey guys.
Thank you for sacrificing your voice.
I took the cane with the long hook, and I got VA to show up. VA, we're doing your segment, top three sexy Halloween costumes, male and or female.
You don't have to talk too much.
Not judging.
You can text it. I'll read it for you.
I'll read it for you. I got a new microphone.
Female Bewitch and or a witch, sorceress, etc. Magic.
So VA witch goes with the witch. Wow, wow. How?
Bite me, shady. Hmm.
Listen, there's something sexy about somebody who can control, like, has power.
I
Power
was
is
about to
sexy.
say. I mean, you said
Right.
bite you. Is a decent vampire one of them for you? You like some
Eh,
vampires?
I, it can be, but a lot of them end up being campy.
What
Yeah.
about
They want to
What
suck your
about the
blood,
what is
blah,
it?
blah,
The
blah, blah,
Black
blah.
Dagger Brotherhood?
Which one?
Get you one of those. Black Dagger Brotherhood.
uh,
Get you one of those.
remember which one that is.
It is a series.
Cheerleaders, Kenyan, I want to say.
You got what is it? Vash, Fury, and all of them where their names are spelled funny, but they're all like 6 foot tall, muscular dudes.
Yeah.
Yummy.
For guys, I something like uh, there's a lot of times it's easy too, but it like a genie guy, like a genie out.
Oh,
He be
yeah.
granting you wishes.
I mean, really.
No. That's for after dark. I can't say that.
All right, save it. Write it down.
You need a bottle.
And you
I'm
know,
just saying,
vampire.
what are you gonna rub to get them to come out? That's all I'm saying.
Vampire dudes dress immaculate. They're always all put together, but they can't use a mirror. So how do they pull that off? How do they make their tie straight without a mirror? Do they have servants?
Most do.
The vampires with the good accent, though.
Well, not the blah blah stuff. That's crazy.
No, not the blah blah, just the good speaking accent.
Okay.
It may have been a really cheesy movie, but like Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy, he kind of had a halfway decent accent. So it was like everything that he said was kind of just drawn out just enough and had just enough in it.
Okay. We're doing top three. Anybody else having not answered besides myself?
I haven't answered.
Well, let's go to BC then.
No. Let's not.
Yeah.
You want to go to Shady
Yes.
first?
Yeah, let's hear Shady.
Top sexy Halloween costumes. I wrote this down in 3 seconds. My hand could not move fast enough. Slutty nurse, slutty cat, slutty cheerleader. Bam, bam, bam. Argue with any one of those, and we're done.
The key word is slutty.
Slutty. If you're like a regular nurse with like, you're like 45 years old, and you get the things on your legs, and you got a big ass. Oh no. And
You're such a dude.
a cat, with the ears. Whiskers are optional. You got the ears and the short skirt and like the bikini top. Yeah, meow. And a cheerleader. Yes, my ex-wife actually asked me one time, why do guys like cheerleaders? I'm like, I was an athlete in high school. They're usually the most attractive women or girls in the school or college or pro. They're dressed scantily. They have a nice skirt on, and they're always rooting for you. How can you not
Yes.
like that?
And
They-
they're extremely
they-
flexible.
They want you to win. They're happy for you, and when you win, they jump up and down.
Some
And,
cheerleaders don't
a
wear
hot
anything
chick-
under their Spanx.
A hot chick jumping up and down for you after you win is a sight.
That's some cock
All right.
law, man.
BC?
Well, I'd have to disagree with the cheerleaders. I think they're
Okay,
nice.
we're moving on. We are going up to
Well, don't get me wrong. All of those things are benefits, bonuses, and they sound nice on paper, but I like a little bit more meat, and meat is not necessarily what comes with cheerleaders. Now, if you move to like the dance team, there's some girls on the dance team that got some nice thighs and some nice, behinds.
The Dunkedons.
Oh yeah. So that there we go. You know, cheerleaders are okay to kind of look at and go, yeah. But if I'm looking, I'm probably looking at the dancers.
I'm a
Uh,
Barbie girl and a Barbie girl.
Yeah, but if you look at a girl that's in a dance team, she's got rhythm. She's got moves.
oh yeah.
She could keep up.
Uh-huh. See, you're starting to come to my side now, aren't you?
Like she
Welcome to the
said.
dark side.
And
Y'all
guess
are
what?
very
She's
much
still gonna cheer for you all the time. We're in the ghost room, VA, if you're looking.
I'm trying to remember
okay.
how to get
I don't
to
think
it.
she is.
Down where the party room is, on the
Go
backside
find
of
her.
the
Go find her
Monarchy.
like you do with me.
Nope, New Monarchy, that works.
All right, that is the top three. Via, you did.
I still
you did
didn't
this
answer,
one.
but I guess
You,
I didn't
you got
get a
you got
chance
one.
to
You got
answer.
two more.
Well,
You have
that
two
wasn't one, but okay.
You said
so.
a dance team. That's one.
Okay, dance team is one.
Damn, the whole
Um,
team?
Yes.
You don't know
I
BC
have,
like I know
insati-
BC.
I have an insatiable appetite.
The dance
right.
team will be looking to tag out after a while. Like, oh, come on, enough.
They're like, holy crap, alright, this is not what I signed up for.
I can't walk tomorrow.
I
Never
was
mind.
gonna say that. I'll have people questioning whether they consented to what I'm gonna do to them.
Next to BC, what do you got? I'm looking forward to what you got next. Mermaid.
Nah. Actually, you know,
Fishy, fishy. Ooh.
what?
Sorry, mermaids? Something smells a little fishy. And I'm pretty sure we all know that song about how he walked into the fish market and he says, hello, lady.
Hello, ladies. Afro Man, Coke 45.
Absolutely.
I saw.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what you get with mermaids.
Okay.
Sorry, Shady.
So,
Tuna.
I would agree. Like I like the librarian thing, but I would have to say something that's just overly hot to me is like a little bit of innocence. There's got to be a little innocence that I want to corrupt. That I find that so hot. So a costume that looks innocent, you know, so not too much showing. So the slutty stuff, not so much. But, you know, like I like the librarian idea because they look innocent, but they're smart, and there's just enough to go, man, I could corrupt that person. That's hot.
And then she ties your ass to the bed. Because that's what happens.
Who gets tied to the bed? It's not me.
Pretty sure there's a song about that.
This is one of those answers, BC, that's just taken a little bit too long.
See, I'm done now. Thank you very much.
I want to hear what the answer is. I don't want to hear the build-up.
No.
Build-up?
You just ruined my wet dream. Thank you very much.
I want to see your wet dream. What's the
Okay.
costume? Just
Yeah.
give us the costume.
And there.
That's all you gotta do.
and
We're all
there's
gonna agree with you and go,
tonight's tagline.
wow.
There's tonight's
I want to see your
tagline.
wet dream.
Great.
Huzzah,
on our
Shannon,
last
you are
podcast.
The tagline.
I want to see your wet dream. That's the tagline.
All right, BC. Before we go any further, what was your third costume that you find? I really want to know. I really want to know.
You left him hanging.
I'm not going. We're not going to shady questions until I hear this. We can stay here for an hour.
That's called edging, sir. That's the best.
Well, welcome to the party. We are
Welcome,
going
Welding.
over the top three.
Welding likes edging, apparently.
Top three sexiest Halloween costumes. This is the Halloween special. Top three sexiest Halloween costumes. BC won't give us number 3 because I stepped on him. So
Beg for it.
I tried. Wouldn't have it.
It's gonna be like
Okay,
okay. So in my personal life, I've been to some decent places, and I've seen some things, and it wasn't necessarily a costume, but it was an outfit.
Hmm?
They were fully clothed, but they had shibari done to them. So if you're not familiar with
I
shibari,
explain. I have no
Ari is
idea.
great.
it's a it's a Japanese based style of rope tying. And there
Okay.
was a lady who was walking around who was tied in shibari, and her outfit, her harness was just, mm, mwah.
I've
That
seen
was
those
one of those
videos
things.
in porn and glossed right over them and went to something else. But to each his own. If you have to tie your
So
chicks down to get to them, BC, that's up to you. It's all right.
it wasn't, she wasn't tied down. And
Yet,
my chicks ask me to tie them down. They beg for it.
damn right.
Thank you.
So I have a question with that.
We're
Is
never
that
gonna get this
considered
done.
a strap-on?
No. So
Ah,
there's no phallic object. It's called
It's a
tying,
full woman who's tied up.
rigging.
That's a strap-on.
No, because there's no phallic object. There's no phallic. It is. It. She literally. It. It was. It looked like. It. So it came around her neck, and then it was split. So she had.
I bet you it did.
Okay, Guardians After Dark was sponsored by Anchor. It no longer is. We
Wore
are
a
on
pearl
our own.
necklace.
Ooh, a pearl necklace. Nice.
Wow.
I'm just telling you,
guys,
Shibari
PG-13. Come on.
Shibari is. I really enjoy the aesthetics of it. It doesn't matter if you're fully clothed, but seeing somebody who takes time to make their lines very nice, and they're not. You can have ropes tied as knots. I've seen girls that use ropes to look like fishnet stockings.
I've
Um,
seen that too. It's
it's
also it's an art. It's an artwork, and they're also being hung up. Then you can use
rigging.
the ropes to rigging.
Okay.
You can
All right,
use
guys, moving
ropes
from
to
sexy
get into a
Halloween
beautiful
costumes to
kink.
NC-17
No,
NC
this is
35.
not 17. No, this is not.
You
We're not getting
can
into
do it
specifics.
completely clothed,
And
and
kink
it's
does not
still
equal
super
sex.
sexy.
Kink does not equal sex.
If we were sponsored by Urban Dictionary, we would be rich right now because everyone's had it right there. All right, well, welcome to the podcast.
That's
Well,
me.
we're going to
Sorry.
move on from top three. The third degree's coming up. Chat. Anyone in chat? That includes you, VA. Wants to ask us a question, we have to answer it. But next is shady questions. So, Weld, I want you to be all on top of these shady questions. We'll
I
give
hope
you a
you
chance.
feel better, VA.
Yeah.
I hear you coughing.
I mean, she's got COVID and might not live, but okay, she's here.
You have the vid?
Nah, she just has a cold.
No, I just have a cold. I'm fully vaxxed, although I know that's not a 100% guarantee.
I've been seeing articles of
It's
people
a
that have
cold.
the vaccine that still get sick, so
They don't get too sick. No, sore throat, sneezing. Yeah.
Okay, first shady question is always about pizza, guys. I had to tie this
Pizza,
into
pizza.
Halloween somehow, so this is what I did. We had this question before, so you guys should know at least one of these answers. But what 3 days of the year are the most pizzas delivered? 3 days a year.
Halloween,
What 3
Super
days of
Bowl
the year?
Sunday.
Halloween, Super Bowl Sunday, and
And-
the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
2 out of 3. Next.
New Year's Eve.
And
It's,
The other two, the
it's
Super Bowl and
Halloween,
the Halloween.
Halloween, Super Bowl, New Year's Eve.
anybody
I think
else
New
want to
Year's
disagree with
Super-
that?
New Year's, 4th of July, Super Bowl.
Anybody else have an answer? Chat. Super Bowl, 4th of July, New Year's Eve. That's you. Okay. No. Weld is right. It is Halloween, the Super Bowl and New Year's Eve. If you think about it, it makes really good sense. And Halloween, you get kids ready in costumes. You don't want to make dinner. They're heading out the door. Super Bowl Sunday, you big party. New Year's Eve, you're making a big party, so you want a couple of cheap pizzas delivered. So it makes perfect sense. When
Halloween.
4th of July was not a bad answer.
So Halloween.
Oh, we're going to argue this now?
Of course.
Okay, go ahead.
No. Halloween, of course, because you said you had to. I'm saying, so for people that pay attention, they only had to guess one. Because one of your previous questions was
What's
about
the most popular
Super Bowl Sunday.
holiday?
So I knew it was Super Bowl Sunday.
Now, every year, Halloween and
holiday.
Super Bowl Sunday go back and forth. It depends on the year.
So
Those are the
I
two
knew,
most popular.
So you tied it into Halloween, so I knew Halloween was going to be an answer, and based on the previous question, I knew it was Super Bowl. I just had to guess the third one. I still failed, but...
You got 2 out of 3. Is that a fail, though?
BC, stop making me think of this useless trivia I read. Seriously, you said that,
Okay,
and all I could think of was this
next
useless
shady
trivia.
question. This,
I'm a vessel of useless information.
Junkie, if you don't
Me
get
too.
this, I'm going to be disappointed. And VA, maybe just as much. What horror movie is the most successful commercial movie of all time? And if you guys get it, I'm going to be so surprised.
Commercially successful.
What is the most commercially successful horror movie of all time?
It's
I
just
would
an
say
individual
Scream.
movie. I'm going
Scream?
Poltergeist.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7?
The first one.
Scream 1. Okay, we got Scream 1. Anybody else?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Wow, you're going old school there. I like it.
Listen,
anyone
that
for,
scares the crap
anyone
out
for
of me
Friday
still.
the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street?
Now,
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
like
like
a horror
I
movie.
think I'm thinking it's got to be one of the Freddy Krueger movies, one of the It movies, or one of the Jason or Michael Myers.
You know, you
one of
can't
those
throw out
guys.
7 answers and expect to get it right.
Well,
If
because
you have
all
one
of
right,
those
you got
have been
6
going
wrong.
on for a really long time, and I've seen shit ton of commercials for every single one of them.
So, if it's not Scream, I would go with Jaws.
You think Jaws is a horror movie?
Jaws isn't classified as
That's
a horror.
classified
It's
as a horror movie.
Okay,
That's-
I'm no expert.
yeah,
I believe
that's
you.
the
I'm
issue.
just
Jaws is
I'm going with
I won't even
Halloween.
put it
I'm going with
in
Halloween. Michael
Halloween
Myers.
with a Halloween
Halloween.
themed
I'm going with
podcast.
Halloween. I'm going Michael Myers,
you're going
Halloween.
Oh, nice. Everybody answer?
Yeah.
Rogue
I gave you guys the hint.
Chimed in. Rogue chimed
If
in
you get
as
it
first
right,
Scream.
I will be impressed.
It was it.
It's it.
I knew
Which
it. I knew it
it?
was one of those.
Original or updated?
Part 1 or
The
part
original?
2.
It's got to be the original. It's
Based on
Milo's
the Stephen
creepy
King book,
ass standing in the road,
the
that bright
creepy
yellow
clown,
jacket.
the 8 kids. Yeah, that's the number one.
Milo's the one that creeped me out. The clown didn't creep me out. Milo standing in the middle of the road wearing a red balloon and a bright yellow jacket. That's creepy. That's creepy for no reason. Maybe it's just because the rest is black and white. But it's just creepy. I don't get it.
Okay, up next. This is a general.
You say, brother.
I'm not sure if anyone's gonna get this right because there's so many choices. But what is the most popular Halloween candy given out in the U.S.? Is it
Snickers.
Snickers.
Candy
We
corn.
got 2
It's
Snickers.
horrible.
Candy corn. Really? You're trying to piss people off?
It's horrible, but everybody gives it out.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
it's not as
3.
bad as that saltwater taffy.
So I like
Hershey
saltwater
bars.
taffy.
Mini Hershey bars.
Hershey bars. Okay, we got Snickers, candy corn, Hershey bars, saltwater taffy. Anybody else got an answer?
Twix. I'm changing my
Twix.
I'm changing
Okay,
my answer to
hey!
Twix.
You're all wrong. Skittles.
Damn it.
Skittles.
That's not even a chocolate bar. It's not a bar.
Skittles.
What
Yeah,
the
I
hell?
totally nailed the trunk or
What
treat
is the most
then. I
popular
hated that
candy
Skittles.
given out in the U.S. on Halloween? It's Skittles. I didn't say candy bar. I said what most popular candy.
Wait, you do trunk or treat at your job?
I did.
Yes.
And
We did trunk or treat at my job too.
Wow, we should all get
Yes.
together and make out.
I was a cat. Well, I wasn't a cat.
Were you a
I was
study
mouse.
cat? If you were a study cat, I wish I was there.
No, I was a bouncy mouse.
Well, yeah, I got it.
That cattail looks like it goes inside your pants.
Wow.
This year will
Fuzzy
be the
pink
first one
pipe
in a
cleaner.
while. I
Okay,
don't
last
dress up
shady
at work.
question. This one's philosophical, guys. You gotta have to dig deep for this one. If anyone gets this right,
Oh, God.
I'll give you an air high five. When did the custom of Halloween come to America, and why? Why did it come
All
here?
Hallows Eve.
Okay. There's All Saints Eve, also, that was called. When did it come to
Chino
America?
Hallows
What
Eve on All
year?
Saints Day.
Well, I'll give you a 10-year leeway. What year? I'll give you 5 years up, 5 years down when you guess the year, and why. What was the reason why it came here?
I'm gonna say 1492.
Okay. Anybody else?
It's 1800s, but I can't remember
Pick a decade.
further.
You want me to throw in there?
1850s.
Oh, you suck.
BA, what was your answer? Someone stepped on you.
No, 1850s.
Okay. Next.
BC was going with 1860s.
Okay. Well, did you answer?
I want to say 1900s, early 1900s.
Okay, does anyone have a reason why it happened? There's a reason why it happened. Just like pizza became popular in the
Sam
U.S.
Hain.
after World War II, because everyone there's a million
Immigrants.
GIs and
Samhain. Pronounced Samhain, BC.
Sorry.
That's all right.
no, yeah, I totally knew VA would get that. Yeah, I came across my research. Yeah, that's like what it was called first, and it was a long time ago. It was like 2,000 years ago.
Yep.
Okay, you guys are all wrong. I love it. Okay, it was the 1840s, and it was because the Irish came over with the potato famine. That's who
Rogue
brought
got
over
it.
the
Rogue got the
Irish.
time.
No,
Got
well,
it.
VA said 1850s, which you said 10 years, so
Yeah,
1840
40s.
matches.
50s could be 51 to 59.
You did not say. You said 10 years.
Right.
You said 10 years.
Right.
You said
ish.
10
I'll,
years.
I'll give him. I'll
I
give
was
him.
closest.
I'll
but
give him
Rogue
second
Force
place.
Got it.
I'll give him second.
Listen, I'm just
Did
gonna point out
get it.
that kid can't spell, but boy, he's good with numbers.
Place. He is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rogue
So we
got
we have the potato famine to think about having Halloween in the U.S. So you can't eat potatoes,
you
but
know-
you can have Skittles all you want.
Did you know that they actually did not have like Halloween celebrations in Sweden until the 1990s?
Why?
Ooh, so like Happy Dom was right. Ugh.
I'm sorry, I listened to a Swedish band today talk about it. Sorry.
And
Useless
everyone should
information.
get their news from a Swedish band.
Yes. Well, it's a good band. But they actually they are from Sweden, and they did not do Halloween until the 1990s. in
I actually
Sweden.
remember seeing an article about that, about them not really celebrating it so recently.
I suspect that Sweden had a different kind of tradition because of Samhain, because of the meaning of what Halloween originally was, taking out the modern Christian trappings of it.
Yep, but it wasn't commercially
Right.
like the Hollywood version.
A lot of places have resisted the commercialization of Halloween.
Yes.
Europe
See, this
looks
is
at
that
us and
useless
goes,
information.
WTF. And most of Europe looks at us and our Halloween stuff and goes WTF.
Yeah, well, we wear costumes and get drunk.
Okay, this or that, Halloween themed, real quick, guys. Real quick, we're running late. Hayride or corn maze?
You asked
Hey,
for
Ride.
it.
Or mates.
I'm
Maze.
going hayride. I don't like
Ride.
puzzles.
I watch Signs. Nope, give me a hayride.
You watch Signs. All you need to do is carry a water bottle.
I
So
don't drink water.
You're in the corn maze for 5 hours, you alright?
I didn't say you had to drink it. Just carry it.
Okay,
I'm
moving
gonna
on.
die.
Pumpkin spice or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Hot
Broncos
chocolate.
corn
Actually,
maze.
I will go pumpkin spice.
I'm
I
going hot
actually do
chocolate.
like it.
With the big marshmallows that just sells it.
Ugh.
4 big ass
What
marshmallows
about
in my
what
mug.
about cider? Apple cider.
Okay, no, okay. If that's the option, I'm going for
If
that.
you have spiced rum, I'm all about the cider. But if you don't, not interested.
Hot spiced apple cider.
I can't do the rum. Cider's okay. I'm definitely not doing pumpkin spice anything.
Okay, the last this or that, guys. Obvious as it gets. Trick or treat.
Both.
Treat.
Yeah, treat.
I'm going treat. Now the
Wait,
trick is you're doing
wait.
this.
I'm gonna
Trick
go,
is
I'm
you're
gonna
doing
go
to
with
someone
the trick.
else.
I need
trick-
clarification.
The
I need
trick is-
clarification. Are you asking or are you being asked? Because if I'm if I'm the one giving the trick, I totally pick trick.
Okay.
But if I'm getting a treat,
The
then
trick
feed
part is you're doing it to somebody
Well's gonna
else. The
trick.
treat part is you get the treat.
Well, it's
So
gonna
would you
Alright,
rather mess
trick.
somebody up or get something good? Are you evil
Mess
or
somebody
good?
up for
This is dark
sure.
side or light side. This is not that hard of a question.
Yeah.
trick.
It's so
For sure,
hard.
trick.
It's such a hard question.
It's trick.
That's like
It's the perfect
opening
question
to
to
the
end the
purge,
podcast on, though.
How
Okay,
did the
that-
purge
that
in
is the
America
end.
start? Trick or
That
treat?
Rogue said trick. Rogue
That is
Dabs?
the end of Shady
Yes.
Questions. Chat, do you have any third degree for
That's my
us?
face.
You have like 10 seconds to come up with a question, or I'm going to move on. We are way over time, which I thought
Rogue
we'd be
said
short.
trick.
Touch my butt.
You asked for it. You asked to be on time / long. I
I'm
haven't
okay
been
with
here
being
for
long.
weeks. You asked for
Ask all my ex-girlfriends. I'm fine with being long.
it. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Rogue horses go. I think that's supposed to say favorite. That's maybe the French spelling of it. It's
Oui, oui.
maybe spelled phonetically. Phonetically? What was that? Phonetically? It's yeah. F V.
He's asking favorite costume.
There's an E at the end. That's okay. Favorite costume? What?
Favorite
now
costume
or
to wear.
growing
Favorite
up?
costume to see.
Favorite costume you ever worn?
You got to clarify a little better, Rogue.
He would have a trick. He'd rather mess somebody up than get a treat. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. This is my podcast. I'm not bothering you on your podcast.
I mean, what if the trick is to give yourself a treat? Then is it
In general, okay. Best favorite costume you've worn ever. Who wants to go?
That
I was a commando last year at
I
work
was Morpheus.
with a
Morpheus?
real grenade. I had a real grenade in my outfit.
Morpheus.
Morpheus. I have the trench coat. I can
Yes.
probably do that.
And your mom's coat. We remember this.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
The foot soldier costume that I mentioned a couple days back.
Nice.
Yeah, the Frankenstein when I couldn't talk. That was great. Although I do make a pretty badass pirate.
Now, when you were Frankenstein, did you have nuts in your neck?
Those are bolts. Those are bolts.
Well, you know, considering I lasted until I was 16, no.
And mind you, I
She was at
already
Burger King
clarified
drive-thru.
this. So this is a party foul. That's Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein.
Yes, yes.
I already clarified this at the beginning. That's
I know,
Frankenstein's
and I thank
monster.
you for it.
Not Frankenstein.
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 Werewolf.
Okay,
There was. Okay, everybody else got a favorite costume
Frankenstein.
that they've worn?
Love Mel Brooks.
Genius. Okay, anybody else have any costumes they want to talk about? I mean, we can move on. Okay, next week's guest, I'm not sure. We're lucky to have a guest this week. Did we? I'm not sure we even did. We had like 4 guests and some chat. No problem. Here's the outro. Where can we find everyone? VA showed up late, but she showed up, so props. Where can we find you?
Find me on PSN and on Twitch at VA_witch. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube at VA_witch without the underscore.
And we can find you in the emergency room in about 20 minutes. Okay, BC.
Beer.
Tequila.
Oh. So you can find me if you're watching Shady Stream. Just look at my ID. That's PSN all day, baby. Not really, because I'm never online anymore. Sad face. However, I do get messages to my phone, so the podcast email is 4Gs and a guess at gmail.com. That's 4GSANDAGUEST at gmail.com.
Okay, Welding Cook.
I think we lost it.
Welding Cook.
Can't find Welding Cook anywhere, apparently.
Okay, you can find him.
He's too
somewhere,
busy doing the trick and treating himself.
somewhere at your front door as he knocks on and says trick or treat. Okay, Star Wars Junkie. Put the crack
Well,
pipe
we all
down.
know I'm not going to be anywhere but late for dinner.
You got it. Okay, I am ShadyVale35. You can find me on PSN all the time. Even though Destiny sucks right now, I'm still playing it. Don't know why. I'm a glutton for punishment. And you can find me on my YouTube channel, ShadyVale35. No space between the letters and the numbers. That makes a big difference. Next week's guest, I have no idea. We didn't really have a guest this week, so whatever. We need to talk about that in a second. The clan has spoken. We are done. You can find us maybe next week at the same time, same place, 8:30-ish Eastern on my YouTube channel. But guys, I need your advice. Our views are way down. We're talking like 38 views last week. Do we want to keep doing this? Do you want to take a hiatus and come back in December? Do we want to retool and change the title of the podcast and go from 4 Guardians and a Guest to Screwing Around, a After Dark podcast, and do that until December when Destiny gets back on track? Or we have fun doing this. We have fun doing it.
I downvote Screwing Around. I don't have a problem with getting on, but because I feel like because you already set up Screwing Around with Mouth, I feel like that's stepping on toes.
Okay, I can save that for her when she's ready.
I don't have a problem with doing like After Dark, even though After Dark is along the same lines. I just think the idea
Guardians After Dark.
Yeah, I think the idea.
Do we want to drop 4 Guardians and a Guest for a month and a half until December shows up with some more content, and then maybe do that for 3 weeks until February when everybody comes back? I mean, 38 views a week. I don't think we should put the time in. I mean, I don't want to waste your time. Everyone has things they're doing. And to take everyone... I mean, you think about... There's 5 of us on the show. That's 5 man-hours to get 38 views. Do we want to do that? I mean, it sucks for me, because I just spent $300 on audio equipment that I may not be able to use. But
here's where I put it.
All ears, BC.
As I said, the Screwing Around thing, I don't want to step on any toes. That's the same courtesy that was provided to me.
Nice. No, I agree.
However, now that I'm back, even if we don't do 4 Guardians and a Guest, as you said, and the whole purpose of starting this was to clown around with friends and have fun. Mm-hmm. I can still get online as long as, time permits, which hopefully I shouldn't have any breaks until next month. I'll be on Mondays. If I'm gaming with TARDIS, I'm gaming with TARDIS. If I'm gaming with you or whatever.
No, I'm worried about the availability of people. It's not a willingness. People want to be on this podcast. Now, VA has told me recently that she may not be able to be on much longer. and that worries me because we already lost Selena.
Womp,
We
womp,
we
womp.
lost Boom. We've lost, BC's been on half the time. I'm the only consistent person here, and that's not enough. I mean, I need you guys to back me up.
Well, we
Well-
lost Dim because of work, and we lost Boom because his panties got in a bunch.
And Selena got a promotion, and she's making
And
more
that's
money.
why you'd be losing me if you lose me, is because work is picking up. I have facility stuff happening. So
It's just
I have to go in
disheartening
the
that
office a lot.
I had 4 original members, and like one of them are still around. It's just tough. I mean, it's tough to get a guest because people want to come
Why,
on.
thank you. Thank
They
you.
I was gonna
they,
say,
they
you
really
have
want to
two.
come on. People want to come
You
on,
have
but
two
they're not
there, my
available.
friend.
They're just. I mean,
Yeah.
people need
You
to
weren't
have the free
original.
time.
I'm an OG. I'm an OG.
I'm the only host that has been here for every episode. I'm the only one.
With
toot
no
your
offense,
own
I'm not
horn.
bragging,
but
I'm
if
just
you
saying-
don't have a life outside
Yes,
of
I
don't.
and stuff.
No, I agree 100%. So what I want
Ow.
is maybe 6 other co-hosts that maybe 4 or 3 are going to be available every week, and they can decide
Look
amongst
here.
themselves. I have a lot
I
of
was
friends
fine
that are great
until I started
co-hosts.
having to house hunt. It's not my fault.
No,
Yell at my
it isn't.
management company.
And you work and you still make time to be here. I appreciate it. Weld, I want to extend a branch to you if you're going to listen to this that I would like you to have to be on every week. I would love to have you on. You are a very good co-host. You're amazing. You're funny. You laugh at the right time, and you spit orange juice when I say something funny. So you're in. And you're gonna sing. You're gonna sing our theme
Oh
song.
yeah, just the two of us.
Okay. Y'all let me know what you decide.
Yeah. So guys, I don't know if you want to keep going with For Guardians of the
Yeah, I
Guests.
hope you feel
Do you-
better.
Do you want to go on hiatus till December, or do you want to change the format and go forward with that? I'm looking for your opinion.
Star Wars. We've decided that you should film your Halloween dance and send it to 4Gs and a guest at gmail.com.
Pretty sure that's an After Dark thing.
That's okay. It's just going to the email.
Wait, what's an After Dark thing?
And that's
Oh,
when
so
it comes back
Weldon
on.
is still here. Weldon Cook.
What?
Weldon
Hello?
Cook. This
I
is
brought
Shady
Weld back.
talking to you. Weld,
What's up? What's up?
I am offering you the opportunity to be a host every week. I am extending that offer. If you can't do it, I understand. But you are a good co-host. You are a great guest. You have a good sense of humor, and I made you spit orange juice all over your monitor. So you have all the ingredients of being a good host. We're having trouble. We are having trouble getting hosts. We're having more trouble getting guests. We did not have a guest this week. We're debating on whether we should keep Four Guardians as a guest going, switching to a different podcast, which would be Guardians After Dark, or going on hiatus and not coming back until December. I need an answer before I log off tonight. So I'm looking for
What?
participants. We got 38 views the past week for last week's show, which was a really good show. Destiny is in a really bad position. It's at the middle of a season that sucks. No one's going to be back on Destiny until December when the 30th anniversary hits. I think everyone's going to come back for a week, get the Galahorn, and leave again, and not come back until February. Should we
Yeah,
do
there's
a
a
different?
whole lot of upsetness about that.
Should we do a different podcast? I love getting together with you guys. You guys are awesome. All of us play.
You can keep the same thing, just call it Guardians on Break.
Who's going to
Guardians
watch that?
on break. We don't necessarily have a format. If you show up, it's great. Who's here is who's
If we
here.
do Guardians After Dark, we can just talk about sex and shit and get a bunch of views.
Yeah,
I
so you call it
mean-
Guardians on Break. You can still do that, and then also talk
We don't
about
talk
other
about
things,
Destiny
like-
now. We've
I
been
try.
we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. We haven't mentioned Destiny more than that it sucks because the season's awful.
That's not
we
true.
I
We
don't
talked
think
about
so.
it during my segment.
And we
Yes,
have
a
talked
whole
about
bunch.
the crow. We have talked about the crow arc of it.
We
It's been
did.
a while.
Yeah, I understand we have 5 likes for this podcast, and we had 1 person in chat tonight. We normally
I
have
liked it.
between 5 and 10. I'm just
Well,
saying, shoot,
I would say yes.
Is this pointless,
but
or should we keep
my
going?
new job. Well, I would say yes, but my new job has got me working more Mondays than not. So
Yep, you and everybody else. I'm
Which
not
freaking
opposed to
sucks.
changing the day. We did Mondays because the first 4 core of us that started this said Monday's the best day.
Well,
That was
as of right
Selena,
now,
BC,
I
me, and
have
Spike. Selena and Spike are
Monday,
gone.
Wednesday. What on what days? What days? So I work.
We can do this
Friday,
on Wednesdays.
Saturday, Sunday.
We can do it on Thursdays.
Monday.
We can do it on Sundays. We can do it Sunday morning. I don't care. I just want all of us to be available.
I'm just happy you guys haven't blacklisted me yet.
You're a consistent junkie.
Wednesdays are consistently free for me.
And for Mouth, I believe.
I would not be able to
If
make
if
it on
VA has to
Wednesdays.
bow out
Me either.
for a
At
time,
least once a month, every month, I don't get home until late. That's
Thursdays are also consistently free for me.
And Tuesdays.
I wouldn't mind doing 2 podcasts if possible. I mean, let's double down. We can do 4 Guardians of the Guest on Monday, and then do Guardians After Dark on Wednesday or Thursday, or Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I'm up for it. And then we could translate into screwing around in After Hours podcast when Mouth comes around. We could just like hand her the ball after we get a following.
Boom. Well, I have consistent Wednesdays, Thursdays. Like, I can consistently say those are.
All right, what I'm going to do is this coming Wednesday, I'm going to send everyone a invitation to a party. We're going to do the first edition of Guardians After Dark and see how it goes. As long as there's one other person on the podcast, I will put it on my channel.
On what day?
Wednesday or Thursday? You guys
Wednesday.
pick. You guys pick.
Well, if
I
it's
can't
this
do
Wednesday,
Wednesdays.
8 o'clock,
I'm
8 o'clock
100%
Eastern
no
on
bueno.
Wednesday or Thursday. If I can get one other
Thursday.
person. Thursday at
What
8
about
o'clock
the
Thursday?
Thursday?
Eastern.
How does
Chance.
Thursday sound?
Thursdays I've
What's
had a
this?
chance.
Thursday's got a
you can-
chance.
And you can
Yeah,
show up
Thursday's
whenever
better.
you're available. It's
So,
not like
I'm a-
you have to be here. I'm going to get pissed. No, if you're here, you're welcome.
I'm gonna be honest. My mind works for all this nasty stuff because, well,
Well,
yeah.
see, episode 1.
But let me finish.
Oh, go ahead, because I have a fantastic idea.
However,
However,
you eating into my overtime, taking up multiple days a week during the week.
well, if you can be here, you can be here. If you can't, you can't. You might
But I
want
want to be
You
here.
might want to
Are you
miss
missing the
4
point?
Guardians
I
of the
want to
Galaxy.
be here.
Then work faster during the day. It's
There
like
is no
8 o'clock
work
at night. Come on.
faster.
If he
Well,
works faster, then he doesn't put enough
there is-
hours in and
so
get
my-
overtime.
And
So,
Metro
I'm
decided
allowed-
to buy things that go off the rails, so
I'm allowed 4 hours of overtime a day. I get off of work at 4:30, which means the earliest I can get off of work is 8:30. If I'm clocking 4 hours. Now Mondays, I pretty much decided that I don't work because I know if I do the podcast, when I'm done with the podcast, if it's an hour, if it's a half hour, I've been
going on
drinking,
2
and
hours,
truthfully, going back to work is like, yeah, it's fast lot. It's a fucking
Pizza.
space load. It's a fast lot. Fucking space load of that shit. I'm not going back to work. So
Hey, write down
on
for the
Mondays, I try to put everything on Mondays so I can play with my son. You know, he gets out of school at 2 something. I get off of work at 4:30. I can play with him, and then I do the podcast, or I try to do stuff prior to the podcast. Now, recently, because I was house hunting, sadly enough, I had to take those hiatuses because I was out looking at houses.
That's understandable, and you get a pass on that. No big deal.
But at this point in time, coming back is cool. Now, I suppose
Oh, we're
if
happy
it
to have
starts
you.
at 8 or 8:30,
We can start at
then-
9 on Wednesdays. Thursdays, if Weld can be here. And then
Well,
if,
that depends on
if
whatever-
Mouth can come in. I mean, I don't want you to have to talk about sex with your ex-wife. I mean, that would just be abrasive.
I don't
but
care.
It would make ratings so much higher.
You have no
Our
idea how
views
our
would
relationship
spread.
works.
We would blow up if that happened.
You have no idea how our
For the first
relationship
She
episode,
kept raking you over the coals like her
polygamy.
first time on here.
For the first episode, this is how it's going to go. As I'm the host, we're going to introduce ourselves and why we're there, and a little bit of our sexual history. Then we're going to come up with as
that'll
many
take a whole
names
show.
for sex. If we can get to 100, we win. And then the next week,
VA and I will take up the whole show with our sexual experience.
you might. Then next week we can go with how many euphemisms can you make for sex? I mean, there's screw, there's fucking, there's doing the duty, there's bumping uglies. We could go for 45 minutes back and forth.
Doodling.
Doodling.
Tingling the tail.
I called it
Now,
cake
does
before.
this count
How to go
masturbation?
get it?
Because that's DJ Diddles.
Yeah.
Smacking the
Thank you,
one-eyed
monkey.
snake.
You could
Oh,
say,
man.
Revving
you
the
could say,
helicopter.
you could say plug it into the TV, and people will go like, all right, and just move on.
Doodlebug.
We could go an hour with just things. And then the next episode,
Park
we
in
can
the
talk about
Batmobile in the Batcave.
we can talk about our sexual history and weirdest
Digging it out.
places, funnest places. Been
Put in
an
my Luke
orgy,
and your
been in a-
Skywalker.
been in a
Oh, my
threesome.
goodness.
Has your partner? Has she ever dressed up like Princess Leia?
Doing the deed.
There's no limit of questions. And then chat's gonna kick in with stuff. Are you kidding me?
Punishing the
We just
monkey.
can't say fuck every 2 seconds, or YouTube's gonna say no.
We're not monetized. YouTube can fuck off.
Well,
Tapping that.
we're probably gonna have a sponsor or two when that starts. I have some irons in the fire, so
Trojan man.
it's not that hard to get.
Trojan.
It's not that hard to get a sponsor.
I'm a Trojan man. Why? Because I break the other ones.
Oh god.
All right, BC, you gotta say I'm a mega
Magnum.
Magnum. I'm a Magnum Trojan man.
I am.
And they're tight.
Well, I'm.
You
like,
say to
that's
a white guy, have you ever rolled a condom out to see the UPC
to see
label?
the serial code.
No. Like,
I guess you
Yes,
don't
sir.
roll it back that far.
Yes,
Yeah, I know that
sir.
joke. Have you ever seen the serial code on a condom? No, I guess you don't roll it back that far.
yeah, there you go. That's the kind of shit we'll be talking about on Guardians After Dark.
He said, have you ever seen the serial code on a condom?
Oh my god.